Jon Ossoff says he's going to close up tax loopholes and level the playing field for small business owners and entrepreneurs. But he's not. Here's why. One of his biggest donors that lives in the 6th District and can actually vote for him, and also happens to be his father, runs a business that, with the help of some of the world's foremost tax advisors and tax experts, makes its money by teaching businesses how to avoid as much tax as possible by taking advantage of the very tax code loopholes that Jon Ossoff promises that he's going to close up. For Jon Ossoff to fulfill that promise, he would have to act against the interest of his father and some of the most powerful tax experts and lobbyists in the world. He would have to undermine their profits. Not to mention his father is one of his donors, one of his biggest donors, and actually lives in the 6th District. His father is who you're giving power to if you vote for Ossoff. His father's a puppet master here. His father's company doesn't mess around. The guy who created the tax code loophole that has enabled corporations, wealthy corporations, to avoid billions of dollars worth of taxes, his name is George Manure. I don't know what his name is. Manousos. He's got a strange last name. He worked in the Bush administration where he wrote the tax law that led to the tax loophole. When he got back in the private sector, he became the LeBron James of tax avoidance. All the wealthiest corporations in the world came to him. Why? Because he wrote the freaking tax code of the tax law that has loopholes. So he's like, you follow the guy who dug the tunnel because he knows his way around it. And the guy made tons of money for himself and for the wealthiest corporations in the world by helping them avoid taxes by taking advantage of the very tax code loophole that he wrote and created. This guy also sits on the advisory board of Jon Ossoff's father's company. And he's taught a webinar for the company, for crying out loud. The LeBron James of tax avoidance works with Jon Ossoff's father, helping companies avoid taxes, exploiting the loopholes that this dude created. Trump calls this guy up when he needs help avoiding taxes, which, by the way, if you only vote for Ossoff because you hate Trump, you should know that Trump's tax attorney, the firm that currently represents Donald Trump, President Trump, also is represented on the advisory board of Jon Ossoff's father's company. The same firm that works with Trump works with Ossoff. It's ironic. Why would Ossoff tell you that he's going to close tax code loopholes if he's not? Well, because he's a politician and he's telling you what he needs to tell you to get you to vote for him, just like all of his other campaign promises. And if you want to find out the reality behind his other campaign promises, click on the 2 links in the description box below and listen to the podcast where we go into detail about some of these promises and the reality behind them.